Hey YouTube, Dawson Rider here with my review of Dobutsu Sentai Zyuohger episode 38. I almost said 7. That was at Ghost, not X8. I'm all jumbled up. This is gonna be a fun one. But anyway, so this was episode 38. So, and honestly, it was a solid episode. Definitely, I don't know about necessarily huge issues, but just sort of overall issues. No issues, but issues. Classic me. But it was a solid episode. One of Zyuohger's better ones in a while. The conclusion of this two-parter about Zyuohger. It's bird. Bird. Is it that hard? Bird. Anyway, and then I think it might be bud, or I don't know. It's like a pun created because bird. I don't know. Anyway, but it was pretty, again, What is with me in this one, guys? I need help. No, again, it was one of those Zyuohger episodes that's like better than usual, but it's pretty straightforward stuff compared to like anything else. Like, it's nothing revolutionary. We did finally get some backstory about Bird, about why he doesn't like Zhuland or the people from Zhuland, because before that came out of left field, they're like, what? Everyone in Zhuland is BFF forever, how could you not like them? And then he disappeared for 20 episodes and they honked their horns at us and Misao whined a little bit, and now we're here. A little bit, a lot of bit. But, so we basically find out that in the past, humans had mistakenly found their way into the Juman world and basically were killed either accidentally or on purpose, and it was like covered up or disappeared or whatever, because he in particular befriended this one guy and would be like, it's K now, we BFF birds forever, just go on your merry way. And then his friends found him and be like, boom, into the cage for you, just like Michael, who's never gonna get out, he's staying down there. So that's what happened there, and so that's why he stole the champion symbol, so that he could basically prevent the Juman world and the human world from being connected. So that's kind of interesting. I'm not entirely sure what the twist was going to be. I kind of assumed that it was something about the Jumans that was awful. I was a little bit surprised that it wasn't a misunderstanding, unless it turns out to be, like, all the humans that came there were serial killers or something, but at the moment it appears to not be a silly Toku misunderstanding. But unfortunately it does make it seem like, which I guess I shouldn't be surprised by given the theme of a lot of Zyuohger's storylines, that the end game-ish chapter here is probably going to be about connections between people and, you know, not fighting each other and all that Toku nonsense. I mean, it sounds funny to complain about that, like, people shouldn't get along, but it's like, Toku only has like 2 main storylines, which is connections between people that are forced, and the forced part's what I'm interpreting, and humans are flawed, but really, really cool. Like, there's Toku shows that deviate from that, which are the ones I like more, or they tell a story like that, but it's not so obvious where it doesn't seem like they're just, you know, utilizing Toku plot A or Toku plot B, so I don't want to judge it too harshly just yet, and it's not like it's going to end up being awful, but it's kind of unfortunate that Zyuohger having been so lackluster that seemingly all we're going to have to look forward to is a classic, you know, everyone get along story from Sentai, which is now why I appreciate Bungle even more, is he was just like, more connections crap, just shut up. So, we'll see. Like, at the moment that appears generic. I'll see where this goes with the Jumans, but at least I was pleasantly surprised in a way that it wasn't some sort of misunderstanding, which often Toku fights are caused over a misunderstanding by 2 parties with very minimal brain cells. So, yeah, so that's at least a good thing. It was nice to actually get that happening. It was cool to see him in action again. I'm still so torn on the suit. Like, there's flashes of it that I'm like, that's cool, because if they, like, it feels like they fully didn't commit to the orange. If they just fully committed to it being orange, it could actually look cool. Like I said last week, I really like the outline of his boots and his gloves and stuff. I think it might be the helmet, because there's like certain shots that was like full-on body shots of both him and Eagle, and like I'm like, oh, it kind of looks neatish, and then they would show the helmet and it looks like the helmet is photoshopped in post. I don't know. It's very, I don't know what to make of it every time I see it. I will say though that the villain of the week was really annoying. I was sick of him last week and I was really sick of him this week, just constantly saying yo yo yo, thinking he's Alpha 6. I was done with him. I don't understand, maybe unless I missed something, why they were idiots. I mean, I know why, because they wanted to show off Bird and Eagle at the end, but they're like struggling to defeat them with 5 to 6 people, and then all of a sudden when Bird shows up, they're easily able to take him down with just 2 because they realized they had to take them both out together. Like, you could have accomplished that before. I mean, like I said, I get it, you know, commercial-wise. Like, oh, hey, we're gonna show off Bird, and look, Eagle and Bird are standing next to each other, shallow bird fapping. So, I just wish it could have been presented in a less obvious way for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other thing I want to touch on before the little wrap-up is, can we talk about how crappy the Juman costumes look? Like, it's 2016, about to be 2017, the year of the Great Pawnee Season 5. Can we get, like, Toku suits, villain or otherwise, that don't look like they were bought at clearance at Party City at the end of Halloween season? Like, the horses were literally just the horse masks I saw in Raising Hope. It's like, it's awful. I just wish we could get something better. But I wanted to point that out. But regardless of anything, this was a solid episode, if not a bit paint by the numbers. I would probably give it a 7. One of the more solid ones in a while. A lot less honking of the horns. And Misao didn't whine for the whole episode, I don't think, unless I blocked it out. Unfortunately, Zyuohger is up to its quota of 2 episodes where substance happens, and next week we look to be back to trash filler, so look forward to probably like a 5-ish rating from me or something. Maybe it'll surprise me. I wish it was like Choryuju where you would see the preview and it'd be like, oh, it'll be filler next week, and then something happens. This one is just like, oh yeah, we've done stuff for like a week, so it's obviously time for more filler. Like, the only time they didn't do that was with the Gokaiger thing, so I think Gokaiger saved us from having, or like allowed us to have 4 weeks of actual substance, but I don't know. We'll see. Until next time, don't forget to check out the Crazy Podcast at writersrangersrambles.com, and of course, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Till next time, Dawson Ryder, signing out.